welcome everybody to the Académie du Climat. So it all started with an app. We created the OpenFact app to be able to gather all the world's food information as a group, as a community. So basically, alone in a supermarket, you feel very disempowered. But together, we could collect over 3 million products using our smartphone. So the OpenFact app has seen several lives already. And today, I'm going to talk briefly about what's next in store. Many of you, the mobile app. Many of you have heard or participated in our big consultation this year. So I'm going to do a quick recap of 2023. I'm going to present the result of a consultation, and I'm going to show you the first thing we've started planning based on the result of this consultation. So buckle up, it's going to be a lot of slides, it's going to go quite quickly, and we'll have time for an exchange, questions, and even more throughout the day and tomorrow. So yeah, the core proposition of the app is to enable you to choose products that are good for you and good for the planet. It's personal. You can basically have the Nutri-Score, the Eco-Score, but you can also customize it. For instance, if you have gluten intolerance, just like my sister, you can customize the app to match your needs. The great news is that people love the app. As of this morning, we are on 4.3 out of 5 on the Play Store. It keeps rising. So it's great news. The revamp of the app that we did last year is paying off. It's now available on F-Droid as well, which took us quite some time, but it's here. And now we are going to talk about the next generation of the app. You can see the app evolving through the year from the early 5-color score, the ancestor of the Nutri-Score, the Nutri-Score in its early form, to what it is today with Nutri-Score, Nova, and Eco-Score. So what did we do in 2023? Raphael here created a true and gorgeous landing page for the mobile app to entice even more web users to install it, basically. In addition to that, we improved the listings on the App Store and the Play Store so that more and more people can discover the app and have a will to install it. So we worked on basically ensuring that people get to the app and are interested in its value proposition. We also added, 2023 was the year of the refinement of the app, so we added packaging input as part of the packaging operation, a better scanner, a lot of people complained and we listened, a faster way to get the Nutri-Score, the Eco-Score and food processing, more visible lists, and multilingual product editing is back, as well as offline edition and offline image upload. So we had this big consultation and we had a lot of ideas. That was absolutely awesome. So this is a mood board of everything that, all the ideas that were presented. Then we structured them collaboratively in 5 tracks. And the results are in. They are actually published on the blog. We have 2 winning tracks. So the most wanted track is a more personal app, an app that's personal. So whether you have a food allergy, so personalization for that kind of use case, but even if you're a contributor, basically, but the app does what you want it to do. And the other track was actually track 6. Improve the current app, build on what we've already done so far, refine it, improve it. So I'm going to skip on track 6, we'll get back later to it, and I will just focus on the personal app to give you a better sense of what it is. So we did a lot of the teams of volunteers and the core team did a lot of analysis. So the risk, the opportunities of doing such things, also our current strength to ensure that we didn't miss a thing in implementing the features. So personal tracking of food consumption will build on the personal search, so the custom scores that you can see in the app. And it will also add a new way to get the carbon footprint of your food consumption. So being able to have a look at your food receipts or scan products that you brought back from the supermarket and have a summary of that. So in addition to the consultation, we did a lot of user interviews to ensure that we get even more feedback from people who hadn't participated in the consultation, so over 10 hours of interview, and we had quite a few interesting takeaways. People don't understand scores. So, for instance, Nutri-Score, some people told us, oh, it's there's nutrition, but there's also environment in it, or it includes additives. So we have to be better at explaining that. People are not patient with overloaded pages. They want simplicity, they want the minimum, and then being able to dive progressively in information. People don't care, most people, I mean us as contributors, we care obviously, but most people don't care about editing screens. They more want information, and they are a bit disappointed by our current search result. Finally, they don't understand a lot of the words we are using. So for instance, life cycle analysis, carbon footprint, ultra-processed, avoid versus ban, those are words they don't all understand. So, based on all of this, what's next for 2024? We've started, those are early concepts, bear in mind. So, it's not the final thing, but we'll try to be more pedagogical with a more comprehensive onboarding for the scores. So, trying to basically explain people and guide them on understanding what the Nutri-Score, for instance, is. A more intuitive personalization engine. The current one is very geeky, so it will be step by step and more intuitive, just a simple toggle box. And all of those we don't support yet, but that's a look at what we could do in the future. A much better scanner, so we will finish the offline scanner that we started. We will handle edge cases better, especially when you have a bad connectivity. And you will be able to scan other kinds of products within Open Food Facts. We will also improve the hierarchy of the product page, because people told us there wasn't enough hierarchy in the page. So this is an early look at what it could look like. So as you see, better titles and a clear vision of what's important. And you will have better briefs, better summaries of information. Less information, but easier to understand. We will also revamp the home page to make it more lively, more topical, more current, but it won't be the same homepage for everyone. So if you don't like what you see right here, you can actually have it your way. So basically you will have the option to take the section that interests you most as a contributor, as someone who is interested by various topics, and you will be able to have some little sections like my contributions, things that could interest you like Hunger Games, shortcuts, or the current vegetables, or even guides around topics that are relevant to you. We're introducing this notion of guides, and it's going to be a collaborative effort. We basically talk various topics. So for instance, why does Nesquik have an A Nutri-Score? And the guides, we will have to write them together. we will have to find the topics that interest people, the topics that do interest you, and write them together. We will integrate those guides, by the way, in our new effort to revamp search led by Alex and Raphael, which will basically make better search results. So the search experience will be more lively, live. You will see suggestions as you type. For instance, the person is searching for water and he or she sees a guide around how to choose a water bottle. And you will have personalization on the search results as well. We are also going to answer to what was in the consultation about receipts. So being able to have your consumption. Those are really early concepts, but we're working on basically the mock-ups as we speak. Many of you, and I see Gala approaching, so I'm going to speed up. We will bring back Power Editing for including labels editing. That was something that a lot of people asked for, so we will bring it back. And finally, I want to point on a project we are embarking next year, which is Open Product Facts. Some of you may already know the projects, but we are going to make it the platform to augment the life of products. Usually we throw away products because they are broken, because we don't love them anymore. So we are going to provide circular solution at each step of their life to ensure that they don't end up in trash. So those are, again, very early concepts, but we are going to try and bring objects within the projects. So to conclude, next steps, let's work today, tomorrow, and further on refining those first steps. Let's also do more user interviews with your friends, your family. You can actually do a user interview, understand that what they want, what they are interested in, and let's get the next billion contributors for the Open Food Fact app.